Welcome to the Netherlands, a country where picturesque canals, iconic windmills, and vibrant tulip fields come together in perfect harmony. Today, we're diving deep into Dutch culture, exploring hidden gems, and experiencing everything this beautiful country has to offer. Buckle up. This is going to be an unforgettable ride. The Netherlands, informally Holland, is a country in northwestern Europe, with overseas territories in the Caribbean. It is the largest of the four constituent countries of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. The Netherlands consists of 12 provinces. It borders Germany to the east and Belgium to the south, with a North Sea coastline to the north and west. It shares maritime borders with the United Kingdom, Germany, and Belgium. The official language is Dutch, with West Frisian as a secondary official language in the province of Friesland. Dutch, English, and Papiamento are official in the Caribbean territories. People from the Netherlands are referred to as Dutch. Netherlands literally means lower countries in reference to its low elevation and flat topography, with 26% below sea level. Most of the areas below sea level, known as polders, are the result of land reclamation that began in the 14th century. In the Republican period, which began in 1588, the Netherlands entered a unique era of political, economic, and cultural greatness, ranked among the most powerful and influential in Europe and the world. This period is known as the Dutch Golden Age. During this time, its trading companies, the Dutch East India Company and the Dutch West India Company, established colonies and trading posts all over the world. With a population of over 18 million people, all living within a total area of 41,850 square kilometers, 16,160 square miles, of which the land area is 33,500 square kilometers, 12,900 square miles. The Netherlands is the 33rd most densely populated country, with a density of 535 people per square kilometer, 1,390 people per square mile. Nevertheless, it is the world's second largest exporter of food and agricultural products by value, owing to its fertile soil, mild climate, intensive agriculture, and inventiveness. The four largest cities in the Netherlands are Amsterdam, Rotterdam, The Hague, and Utrecht. Amsterdam is the country's most populous city and the nominal capital, though the primary national political institutions are located in The Hague. The Netherlands has been a parliamentary constitutional monarchy with a unitary structure since 1848. The country has a tradition of pillarization, separation of citizens into groups by religion and political beliefs, and a long record of social tolerance, having legalized prostitution and euthanasia, along with maintaining a liberal drug policy. The Netherlands allowed women's suffrage in 1919 and was the first country to legalize same-sex marriage in 2001. Its mixed-market advanced economy has the 11th highest per capita income globally. The Hague holds the seat of the state's general, cabinet, and Supreme Court. The port of Rotterdam is the busiest in Europe. Schiphol is the busiest airport in the Netherlands and the fourth busiest in Europe. Being a developed country, the Netherlands is a founding member of the European Union, Eurozone, G10, NATO, OECD, and WTO, as well as a part of the Schengen area and the trilateral Benelux Union. It hosts intergovernmental organizations and international courts, many of which are in The Hague. Our journey begins in Amsterdam, the city of canals and creativity. Did you know Amsterdam has more canals than Venice? Over 100 kilometers of waterways weave through the city, making it one of the most picturesque places in Europe. Amsterdam is the capital and largest city of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. It has a population of 933,680 in June 2024 within the city proper, 1,457,018 in the urban area, and 2,480,394 in the metropolitan area. Located in the Dutch province of North Holland, Amsterdam is colloquially referred to as the Venice of the North for its large number of canals, now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. 19. Unreliable source? Amsterdam was founded at the mouth of the Amstel River, which was dammed to control flooding. Originally a small fishing village in the 12th century, Amsterdam became a major world port during the Dutch Golden Age of the 17th century, when the Netherlands was an economic powerhouse. Amsterdam was the leading center for finance and trade, as well as a hub of secular art production. In the 19th and 20th centuries, the city expanded and new neighborhoods and suburbs were built. The city has a long tradition of openness, liberalism, and tolerance. Cycling is key to the city's modern character, and there are numerous biking paths and lanes spread throughout. Amsterdam's main attractions include its historic canals, the Rijksmuseum, the State Museum with Dutch Golden Age art, the Van Gogh Museum, the Dam Square, where the Royal Palace of Amsterdam and former City Hall are located, the Amsterdam Museum, Stedelijk Museum with modern art, the Concertgebouw Concert Hall, the Anne Frank House, the Scheepvaart Museum, the Natura Artis Magistra, Hortus Botanicus, Nemo, the Red Light District, and cannabis coffee shops. The city is known for its nightlife and festival activity, with several nightclubs among the world's most famous. Its artistic heritage, canals, and narrow canal houses with gabled facades, well-preserved legacies of the city's 17th century golden age, have attracted millions of visitors annually. The Amsterdam Stock Exchange, founded in 1602, is considered the oldest modern securities market stock exchange in the world. As the commercial capital of the Netherlands and one of the top financial centers in Europe, Amsterdam is considered an alpha world city. The city is the cultural capital of the Netherlands. Many large Dutch institutions have their headquarters in the city. Many of the world's largest companies are based in Amsterdam or have established their European headquarters there, such as technology companies Uber, Netflix, and Tesla. Although Amsterdam is the official capital of the Netherlands, it is not the seat of government. The main governmental institutions and foreign embassies are located in The Hague. In 2022, Amsterdam was ranked the 9th best city to live in by the Economist Intelligence Unit and 12th on quality of living for environment and infrastructure by Mercer. The city was ranked 4th place globally as a top tech hub in 2019. The Port of Amsterdam is the 5th largest in Europe. The KLM hub and Amsterdam's main airport, Schiphol, is the busiest airport in the Netherlands, 3rd in Europe. The Dutch capital is one of the most multicultural cities in the world, with about 180 nationalities represented. Immigration and ethnic segregation in Amsterdam is a current issue. Amsterdam's notable residents throughout its history include painters Rembrandt and Vincent van Gogh, 17th century philosophers Baruch Spinoza, John Locke, René Descartes, and the Holocaust victim and diarist Anne Frank. Just a short trip from Amsterdam is Zaanse Schans, an open-air museum that brings Dutch history to life. Here, windmills stand proudly against the sky, some dating back to the 17th century. You can watch craftsmen making wooden clogs and taste authentic Dutch cheese straight from the source. Zaanse Schans is a neighborhood of Zaandam near Zaandijk, Netherlands. It is best known for its collection of historic windmills and wooden houses that were relocated here from the wider region north of Amsterdam for preservation. From 1961 to 1974, old buildings from all over the region, known as the Zaanse Streek, were relocated using lowboy trailers to Zaanse Schans. 2 of the windmills in Zaanse Schans are preserved on their original site where they were first constructed, and therefore do not constitute part of the relocated structures. The Zaanse Museum, established in 1994 near the first Zaanse Schans windmill, is located south of the neighborhood. This architectural reserve for Zaanse timber construction is a protected village scene because of its architectural, historical, and landscape value. It developed into an international tourist destination with several million visitors every year. In 2016, there were 1.8 million. In 2017, 2.2 million. Zaanse Schans is a popular tourist attraction and an anchor point of the European Route of Industrial Heritage, ERIH. The neighborhood attracts lots of visitors yearly. It is served by Zaandijk-Zaanse Schans railway station, 18 minutes away from Amsterdam Centraal Station. The Zaanse Schans is a mix of inhabited homes, businesses, museums, and windmills. The outside area of the Zaanse Schans is free to visit in many locations, like the Cheese Factory, Wooden Shoe Workshop, Bakery Museum, and Pewter Foundry are free to visit, as well as many shops. About 80% of all inside locations are free to visit. The museums and windmills do charge an entrance fee or participate in an all-in card. This card is not mandatory to visit the Zaanse Schans area. Next, let's step into a painter's dream. Keukenhof Gardens, often called the Garden of Europe. Open only in spring, it showcases millions of blooming tulips in every color imaginable. If you visit outside spring, don't worry. The Netherlands is beautiful all year round. Keukenhof, also known as the Garden of Europe, is one of the world's largest flower gardens, situated in the municipality of Lisse in the Netherlands. According to the official website, Keukenhof Park covers an area of 32 hectares, 79 acres, and approximately 7 million flower bulbs are planted in the gardens annually. While it is widely known for its tulips, Keukenhof also features numerous other flowers, including hyacinths, daffodils, lilies, roses, carnations, and irises. Keukenhof is located in the province of South Holland, south of Haarlem and southwest of Amsterdam, in the area called the Duin en Bolp region, Duin en Bollenstreek. It is accessible by bus from Haarlem and Leiden train stations as well as Schiphol. Though its grounds are open year-round for private affairs and festivals, Keukenhof is only open to the general public for a world-renowned 8-week tulip display from mid-March to mid-May, with peak viewing arriving near mid-April, depending on growing season weather, which varies annually. In 2019, 1.5 million people visited Keukenhof, equivalent to 26,000 visitors per day. By comparison, the Rijksmuseum receives an average of 8,000 visitors per day. The Efteling amusement park receives 14,000. Keukenhof is situated on the 15th century hunting grounds of Slot Teylingen. It was the castle's kitchen garden, in Dutch Keukentuin, providing game, fruit, and vegetables. The most noted inhabitant and beneficiary of the garden was Countess Jacoba van Byron, 1401 to 1436. In 1638, the estate was purchased by Adrian Mertens Block, captain and governor of the Dutch East India Company. In 1641, he had a large manor house constructed, which he named Keukenhof, now known as Castle Keukenhof. In 1857, Baron and Baroness van Pallant, at the time owners of the estate, tasked landscape architect Jan David Zocker and his son Louis Paul Zocker, both designers of Amsterdam's Vondelpark, to restructure the park and grounds around the castle. Those parks, designed in English style, remain the foundations for the gardens. Keukenhof, the park as it is now known, was established in 1949 by a consortium of bulb growers and flower exporters to showcase their products and support the export industry. The garden opened to the public in 1950 and received 200,000 visitors in its first year. It operates under a charitable foundation of Count Karel de Graaf van Linden. From historic to futuristic, Rotterdam is a city that reinvented itself after World War II. It's bold, innovative, and full of architectural wonders. The cube houses, a must-see. And for foodies, the Markthal is paradise, an indoor food market surrounded by apartments with a massive ceiling art display. Rotterdam is the second largest city in the Netherlands by population and the largest by area, 319.4 square kilometers. It is in the province of South Holland, part of the North Sea mouth of the Rhine-Meuse-Scheldt Delta, via the New Meuse inland shipping channel, dug to connect to the Meuse at first and now to the Rhine. Rotterdam's history goes back to 1270, when a dam was constructed in the Rotte. In 1340, Rotterdam was granted city rights by William IV, Count of Holland. The Rotterdam-The Hague metropolitan area, with a population of approximately 2.7 million, is the 10th largest in the European Union and the most populous in the country. A major logistic and economic center, Rotterdam is Europe's largest seaport. In 2022, Rotterdam had a population of 655,468 and is home to over 180 different nationalities. Rotterdam is known for its university, riverside setting, lively cultural life, maritime heritage, and modern architecture. The near-complete destruction of the city center during the World War II German bombing has resulted in a varied architectural landscape, including skyscrapers designed by architects such as Rem Koolhaas, Piet Bloem, and Ben van Berkel. The Rhine, Meuse, and Scheldt give waterway access into the heart of Western Europe, including the highly industrialized Ruhr. The extensive distribution system, including rail, roads, and waterways, have earned Rotterdam the nicknames Gateway to Europe and Gateway to the World. During World War II, the German army invaded the Netherlands on 10 May 1940. Adolf Hitler had hoped to conquer the country in just one day, but his forces met unexpectedly fierce resistance. The Dutch army was forced to capitulate on the 15th of May 1940, following the bombing of Rotterdam on the 14th of May and the threat of bombing other Dutch cities. The heart of Rotterdam was almost completely destroyed by the Luftwaffe. Some 80,000 civilians were made homeless and 900 were killed, a relatively low number since many had fled the city because of the warfare and bombing going on in Rotterdam since the start of the invasion 3 days earlier. The city hall survived the bombing. Osip Zadkine later attempted to capture the event with his statue De Verwoeste Stad, the destroyed city. The statue stands near the Leuve Haven, not far from the Erasmusbrug, in the center of the city, on the north shore of the river Nieuwe Maas. In 1941, 11,000 Jews still lived in Rotterdam. Before the war, there were 13,000. Between 30 July 1942 and 22 April 1943, 6,790 people were deported in 8 transports via Ludes 24. The vast majority of the Jews who were deported via Ludes 24 were murdered in Sobibor and Auschwitz-Birkenau. Research in 2000 showed that 144 people survived the deportations. In 2013, the Jewish Children's Monument was unveiled. In January 1948, Queen Wilhelmina presented the motto, Sterker door strijd, stronger through effort, as part of the coat of arms of Rotterdam to the city government, as a reminder also for posterity of the courage and strength with which the people of Rotterdam bore all the trials of the war and the important part they took in the liberation of the fatherland. Wilhelmina of the Netherlands. Rotterdam was gradually rebuilt from the 1950s through to the 1970s. Because the city center was largely destroyed, new spatial infrastructure could be built, making it an open and modern city. In 1953, the Lijnbaan was opened, the first car-free shopping street in Europe. The progressive design attracted a lot of international attention, in which film and television played an important role. The new central station was completed in 1957, with the Groothandelsgebouw from 1953 next to it. The Euromast was erected in 1960 on the occasion of the Floriade. From the 1980s onwards, the city councils began developing an active architectural policy. The harbors were moving westwards and the old environment had to be reshaped. Daring and new styles of apartments, office buildings, and recreation facilities resulted in a more livable city center with a new skyline. In the 1990s, the Kop van Zuid was built on the south bank of the river as a new business center. Rotterdam was voted 2015 European City of the Year by the Academy of Urbanism. A profile of Rem Koolhaas in The Guardian begins, if you put the last 50 years of architecture in a blender and spat it out in building-sized chunks across the skyline, you would probably end up with something that looked a bit like Rotterdam. Next stop, Utrecht, a cozy city with canals lined by cafes and terraces. Unlike Amsterdam, the wharves here are on 2 levels, perfect for a peaceful coffee by the water. Don't miss climbing the Dom Tower for a breathtaking view of the city. Utrecht is the 4th largest city of the Netherlands, as well as the capital and the most populous city of the province of Utrecht. The municipality of Utrecht is located in the eastern part of the Randstad conurbation in the very center of mainland Netherlands, and includes Haarzuilens, Vleuten, and De Meeren. It has a population of 376,435 as of January 2025. Utrecht's ancient city center features many buildings and structures, several dating as far back as the High Middle Ages. It has been the religious center of the Netherlands since the 8th century. In 1579, the Union of Utrecht was signed in the city to lay the foundations for the Dutch Republic. Utrecht was the most important city in the Netherlands until the Dutch Golden Age, when it was surpassed by Amsterdam as the country's cultural center and most populous city. Utrecht is home to Utrecht University, the largest university in the Netherlands, as well as several other institutions of higher education. Due to its central position within the country, it is an important hub for both rail and road transport. It has the busiest railway station in the Netherlands, Utrecht Centraal. It has the second highest number of cultural events in the Netherlands, after Amsterdam. In 2012, Lonely Planet included Utrecht in the top 10 of the world's unsung places. Ever dreamed of a village with no roads? Welcome to Giethoorn, often called the Venice of the North. Here you travel by boat or bike through a picture-perfect landscape of cottages and canals. It's quiet, serene, and feels like stepping into a fairy tale. Giethoorn is a village in the province of Overijssel, Netherlands, with a population of 2,795 in 2020. It is located in the municipality of Steenwijkerland, about 5 kilometers, 3.1 miles southwest of Steenwijk. As a popular Dutch tourist destination, both within the Netherlands and abroad, Giethoorn is often referred to as Dutch Venice, or the Venice of the Netherlands. The Dutch are known for simple yet delicious food. Try raw herring with onions, fresh cheese from local markets, and of course, fries with mayo. And let's not forget the Dutch love for cycling. There are more bikes than people here. Dutch cuisine is formed from the cooking traditions and practices of the Netherlands. The country's cuisine is shaped by its location on the fertile Rhine-Maas Delta at the North Sea, giving rise to fishing, farming, and overseas trade. Due to the availability of water and flat grassland, the Dutch diet contains many dairy products such as butter and cheese. The court of the Burgundian Netherlands enriched the cuisine of the elite in the Low Countries in the 15th and 16th century. A process continued in the 17th and 18th centuries thanks to colonial trade. At this time, the Dutch ruled the spice trade, played pivotal role in the global. And that wraps up our adventure in the Netherlands, a country that beautifully blends history, culture, and nature. Which place was your favorite? Amsterdam's canals, Giethoorn's serenity, or the vibrant tulip fields? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you love this journey. Until next time, tot ziens.